In this video, I'm going to show you my exact portfolio, every stock, every fund that I'm investing in, and more importantly, why. Quick disclaimer, this is not financial advice. I'm just some dude in a helmet on the internet trying to build a $25,000 per year portfolio and documenting the journey. So here's the deal. I started investing a few months ago with $3,000 per month as the plan. My first buy order was placed on March 17th, 2025. I think I split maybe $500 across 10 stocks or something like that. Since then, I've refined the portfolio into the lean beast that it is today. Originally, I'd planned on splitting the money evenly. For example, $300 per stock or something like that, regardless of risk or performance. But after doing some research, I realized that it's smarter to go heavier into certain positions and lighter into others. Right now, I'm just kind of ishing it while I work out a more intentional allocation strategy. That said, let's dive in. My Schwab account gets a minimum of $1,500 per month, and this is what I buy every month in that account and why. Number one, Apple. This one crushed it in my OG portfolio. In fact, my top performer by far. Great brand, solid growth, easy choice for me, and it pays a small dividend. Number two, NVDA. A buddy of mine killed it with NVIDIA. Some say it's done with its crazy bull run, but AI is still in diapers, so I think there's plenty more to come. Number three, extra space storage. I love self-storage as a business model. I'd like to own some facilities one day, but for now I'm buying EXR. I used to split between EXR and Cube, but I consolidated just to keep it simple. Number four, Walmart. Walmart could have gone the way of Sears and Montgomery Ward. Ask your parents about those. But they pivoted beautifully with the rise of Amazon. Most Walmarts are now also grocery stores, and I think they have some more plays coming. Number five is Johnson & Johnson. They own a ton of brands that people use every single day. They're a reliable, boring, dividend-paying consumer staple, and I like when boring pays me. Number six, Berkshire Hathaway. Warren Buffett, the GOAT. Enough said. Now, I have a few stocks that I call my supplementals, stocks that I don't invest in every single month, but I picked up here and there, and I may add to the positions when I have a little extra cash. So among the honorable mentions are Deere & Company, John Deere. Farming's not going anywhere. People will always need food. It's a long-term play on agriculture and infrastructure, plus it's an incredible brand in its space. Next is Tyson Foods. Who doesn't love chicken tenders? But seriously, solid company in the food space, not flashy, but dependable, and it pays a dividend. Next is Altria Group, because addiction sells. Not sure how I feel about this one long term. There's a lot of uncertainty around tobacco, but it pays a pretty good dividend. Probably won't add too much to this, but I'm holding it for now. And those are the honorable mentions. Now let's see what I have in my Fidelity account. I have $750 minimum every 2 weeks go to this account. So at number 7, we have VOO. This is an S&P 500 ETF. Held it in my OG portfolio, and it did great. Instant exposure to 500 companies, and there might be better ETFs out there that do the same thing, but this one works for me. Number 8 is QQQM and QQQM. I started with QQQ and then I moved it to QQQM. Reason is it's the same performance, lower expense ratio. Both are tech heavy, so more risk but also more upside. Number 9 is VYMI. Pays a solid dividend, gives you international exposure. It's a nice way to diversify and get paid for it. Now, number 10, 11, and 12, we have ARCC, MAIN, and OBDC. These three are business development companies. They pay strong dividends. They're slightly riskier, but I'm experimenting. Now, ARCC and Maine have solid reputations. OBDC was actually a ChatGPT suggestion, so we'll see how that goes. Number 13, I did have TSLX, another BDC, and also another ChatGPT suggestion. I actually shifted all of that into SCHD, which is a good fund and pays a dividend. Honestly, a crowd favorite. So that's the portfolio, what I'm holding, and why. Now, before we wrap up, I want to give a snapshot of the accounts. Total invested and total value.
First, we'll take a look at the account over at Charles Schwab. And by the way, this video is filmed on July 7th, so it's not going to be as current as the day you're watching, but you get the gist of it. Future videos will hopefully be closer to publish date, but no guarantees. The videos will be made and you'll be able to view the progress. So starting at the beginning, you can see that I moved some shares from another account. Those are the journaled shares here. These were the shares that I bought on March 17th in my other account. Then I thought it might be cool to see how this grows from 0 instead of adding it to my existing portfolio. So I opened this account just for this experiment. Okay, you can see here where I buy fractional shares. Schwab offers this with some stocks, and I do it because it just makes sense. Like if you wanted to buy $200 worth of Deere and the price is $4.84. You know, back in the day, you were just out of luck. You'd have to wait until you had the money for one share. But fractional shares makes buying an expensive stock accessible to everyone. Now, I have dividend reinvestment turned on for all of my stocks. So whenever the dividend hits my account, it automatically buys that same stock at market price at whatever fraction. Like you'll see Apple here, 63 cents was the dividend. And so it bought at a cost of $211 per share. It bought 0.003 shares. And same with Walmart, dollar here, reinvested it and bought 0.107 shares. Johnson & Johnson pays a dividend and then it reinvests it there. Here you can see I had an extra $1,000, so I added that. Just so you know, $3,000 per month into this experiment is just the minimum. When I have extra, I'm throwing it in. I'm not trying to prove anything here, I'm just documenting what I'm doing. So that's the transaction history page, and that just shows all the stock purchases and as well as the dividends and the reinvestments. So now we're gonna head over to the positions page. All right, this is the positions page in my Schwab account. It has all the information about the positions that we hold, the percentage of each holding, the gain or loss of each position. Most importantly, it shows how much money we have invested in total, which is our total cost basis, and it shows our total account value. So we're gonna get really familiar with this page over the coming months and years. Okay, we're gonna do some quick math. Since I started this experiment on March 17th, it's been 112 days or 3 months and 20 days. So if we take our cost basis of $7,913 and divide that by those numbers, we see that we have put in, on average, around $2,100 per month into just this account. We still have our Fidelity account. So let's go take a look at that. Here we are in our Fidelity account, and just like before, we're going to start on the transaction history page. And as you can see, my first test was sent on March 10th, and more was sent on March 17th, as was my first order. Now I've pivoted away from Gladstone in favor of ARCC, but it's still on my radar, so maybe down the road we'll see it again. So this is just showing all the transactions and the history, money coming in, trades made, etc. So let's head over to the positions page and see what the account looks like. And one cool feature is you can actually name your account at Fidelity. If you guys think of a better name, drop it in the comments. As you can see, it's a pretty similar layout to Schwab. I actually like Schwab's desktop platform better and Fidelity's mobile app, but you have all the same information. Now, for whatever reason, it doesn't show the total cost basis over here, so like how much we've actually put into the account. But if you go over here to, let's see, more and performance, it'll actually show the net deposits and withdrawals. Now we haven't withdrawn anything. We can actually see that we've put in $8,910 since we started. So doing some quick math like before means we've contributed on average almost $2,400 per month just into this account, meaning in total across both accounts we've contributed an average of approximately $4,500 per month, well above our $3,000 per month goal. So that's the whole portfolio. Both accounts, all positions. I didn't highlight the total account value of each account because we're less than 4 months in, but we're up approximately $450 per account, so around $900 for the total portfolio, which is a fantastic return. But that'll fluctuate. There will be times along this journey where things look really bad. We have to take those times with the same detached emotions. Markets are up, I'm buying. Markets are down, I'm buying. No panic selling and no FOMO.
Look, it's not perfect. I'm sure some financial advisor out there is pulling out his hair right now, but it's real. It's in motion. I'm learning, adjusting, and most importantly, I'm doing. If you're building your own portfolio and figuring it out along the way like me, I'd love to hear what you are buying and why. And if you think I'm missing something obvious, tell me. If you want to follow along as I build $25,000 per year in passive income, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.